right, Cade Cunningham making a last stand run at Rookie of the Year by going eight crap on the Brooklyn Nets last night, which a lot of people talking about Brooklyn the favorite to win the championship. I don't see it, bro. They simply don't have enough firepower without Ben Simmons. And then they don't even have the camaraderie. But last night, Cade Cunningham went off in the second half. I mean, he got hella props from Kyrie and KD. It was a story going around. I think it was fake, where he said he went into the locker room and he tapped, Kyrie walking by everybody tapped Kyrie and KD on the shoulder, the leg, and said it's gonna be a long night. Something that Jordan used to do. I don't think he did. He did that. He don't seem to be that type of person. But it would have been hella funny if he did. But people going around telling stories um, that he did that. So I don't know how true that was, but down the stretch yesterday, he's showing people talent for talent. People gonna make a case for Scotty Barnes. And, people gonna make cases for different people, but he's showing talent for talent, bro. That he's separating himself, and a lot of those guys are how can I say it? Uh, they are in better situation. Mobley on a better team. It didn't look like it, from the beginning. And Scotty Barnes' team just won a championship not too long ago. So like I said, people can say what they want to say um, at all. But hold on, I think this is the clip of Kyrie and them real quick.
One for each, you, Kevin. You're just talking about the Pistons playing well last 2 weeks. I mean, what do you think of their core going forward with their young guys?
Oh man, you got when you got a 6'7" point guard. I mean, shit, it's a good start. Man, somebody that can wreck a whole defensive game plan. With his size, his talent, his skill. So it's a great start. And then you got a line Sadiq Bey, Marvin Bagley, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart. Man, they got just length and toughness down the line, and with a great coaching staff. That's going to get the best out of their players. So I can see this team being something forced to be reckoned with in the future.
So that was Kevin Durant, man. And like I said before, man, about wrecking defenses and people saying that he unguardable and stuff of that nature. And Cade is just a big time player. That's why I tell y'all numbers don't always tell the story. And last night he scored a career high 34 points, and 29 of them came in the second half, and 17 of the 29 came in the fourth quarter. So I mean, you got your closer. You like to have all five, or you like to have 11 or 12 people closing out a game. You know, but the only, like I said before, nobody on this team is untradeable outside of him. To be honest, none, none, because they still trying to figure it out. And like I said before, when you look at these guys as individual, including Jeremy Grant, you don't have one individual defender that's outside of Killian that's known as a defensive stopper. None. So you got some work to do, and that's why, just talking about fit, and you always don't want to draft a fit. You need Shed Holmgren and probably Mark Williams because they gonna boost your defense up. You get that individual defender. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Sadiq Bey got to find some type of consistency. And part of him finding consistency is he one of them dudes who need the ball in his hand to get in the rhythm. Yes, he can catch and shoot, but he's a better guy to get in rhythm, a guy that you can post, a guy that you can clear out the side, a guy that can run the pick and roll, who can be the roller or the popper. You know what I'm saying? He needs to have the ball in his hand to be effective. When he's subjected to being a catch and shoot guy, he more of a rhythm guy. He more of Ray Allen when he was younger. Yeah, Ray could shoot, but Ray was more of a guy who get the ball, get where he need to go, and get his spot. And they need to incorporate that. And once again, I think Shat Holmgren will allow that better than Paolo Barancho or Jay Ivey. So that's something that they got to look at too. Sadiq Bey is a guy that's just not a catch and shoot. He's a guy that needs to have the ball. In that 50-point game, in a few of these games, he showed that. He showed that more and more that he needs to have the ball in his hand to be effective, to get into a rhythm. So That's something. He's not a catch and shoot guy, man. He's not just a catch and shoot guy. He proven this year that he's not a great catch and shoot guy. He's a rhythm guy. Give me the ball. Let me get to my spot. Run plays for me off the screens and playing without the ball, posting me up. Let me get handle the rocket. Let me get to my spot. Let me create for others. You got two guys who can get their shot in anytime they want to in Bay and Stewart. Anytime they want to get their spot, Bay and Stewart can find a spot, can find it. So, you know what I'm saying? Can you add a third guy that can get their shot? Yeah, you definitely can find a third guy that they can get their shot. You know, but you know, Shaq Hunger can do it all. He can get his shot. He can defend. He can block. He can play off the ball. He stuffed the stat sheet. So I say this is going to be it's going to be very interesting moving forward. But Cade Cunningham, big time, and I think they got two guys who can go out there and beat Grant Hill, and they can beat a Grant Hill, and they can be their Allen Houston, but hopefully a little more long term than short term. I got two guys that can go get a shot. You know what I'm saying? They need to realize that Bay is just not somebody that can sit in the corner and jack up shots. His game offensively is he more better with the ball in his hand. They should call out players for him at least like Rip Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? He just shouldn't be like Tayshaun and sit in the corner and shoot or just post. He should be moving out the basketball. He should allow the isolate to get his own shot. So it's going to be interesting how they morph this roster. If they're not willing to give him that green light to be the best player that he can be, then he need to move on. Then you don't have a rim defender still with Stewart or Bay out, or Bagley out there, or Lennox out there. So they got some questions to be had. But people trying to make the rookie of the year by wins and losses, but LeBron James won it when Melo had a better year statistically and his team had better success. So I mean, obviously he was 5 for 11 last night, damn near 50% from the three, over 50% from the floor. 6 assists. He had some turnovers going to happen. I'd like to see the rebounds up a little bit more, but when you handling the rock the way he handled, he's scoring the way he had to score. You're not going to get that. And he got some assistance from the bench. Killian tied, I think, a season high 13 points. 4 steals, 3 assists. Being very well in that backup role. One of the reasons he being very well, he doesn't have to share the ball. Corey Joseph is better at catching and shooting and you know doing what he do. So I think at the end of the day, anything can happen with this roster. It could be almost a full turnover. Besides Cade Cunningham, it could. I wouldn't be surprised, but they have to realize, man, this coach has to realize that Sadiq Bey is the second option. And Sadiq Bey need plays ran for him. Sadiq Bey need to be on the wing, isolating, getting to his spots. Sadiq Bey should be used like a young Ray Allen without the ability to get to the rim and bang on people. But yeah, Cade making this stand for rookie of the year, but people looking at the record, Scotty Barnes has went to a good team. A team won a championship not too long ago. Fred VanVleet has been an all-star. Pascal Siakam has been an all-star. Cleveland, great story, but Kevin Love has been a champion. You know what I'm saying? Garland ain't no punk, so you're gonna have to wait and see. Appreciate the love and support. Want to financially support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313 on my social media description. Check the description. Start playlist out.